What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Banner's Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Hope y'all having a fantastic start to your Friday. As always, Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. YouTube, smash that like button. We appreciate you. Busy another day there out at LSU. We learned that Kevin Faulk will not return. Hi, Drew. Hey, come see. Drew. No. Drew. Drew.
Okay.
Hi. You want to come say good morning?
Good morning.
Say hi, Dad Show.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, well, that was very sweet. Hey, can I ask you a question? Why were you awake at like 5 a.m. just laughing your head off in your bed? Huh? Huh? You know you were doing that? Were you awake or were you laughing in your sleep? Okay. Gone. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, so Drew was just, I woke up this morning to Drew laughing in his bed, just cackling, laughing in his bed, which is a beautiful sound. I mean, any parent hearing their kid laugh is, you know, is beautiful, but anyway. All right. We'll say some good mornings. We'll get to your comments. Kevin Faulk won't return to LSU. Disappointing, but, you know, disappointing, obviously, considering who Kevin Faulk is and what he's meant, but got to give Brian Kelly the autonomy to build a program how he wants, you know, and gave a big, long opinion on that on AFR yesterday, so you can check that at the AFR YouTube channel, AFR LSU YouTube channel. And then, of course, if y'all missed it, Brian Kelly was at Calicut yesterday, and a short time later, Emery Jones did tweet that he will sign in December. Remember, Emery Jones was on AFR on Monday and said he was going to wait till February. I think he wanted some more assurances about staff, offensive line coach, learn more about Brian Kelly, etc. And apparently that visit at school yesterday solidified it. So he'll sign in December, which is great news because they need offensive linemen, and he's a good one. All right, say some good mornings here. Rapping Batches, Bubba Tatum, Mark Hambrick. What do you mean, Emery Jones? What do you mean? Is that what you were saying? He told us on AFR on Monday that he was going to wait until February. I asked him if he was solidly committed to LSU. He said, "I'm pretty much committed, but I'm going to take some visits." But he waffled, and apparently after Brian Kelly met with him yesterday, he ain't waffle no more. Brandon Williams, good morning. Pat Huseman, Roger Dodger, good morning. Marcus Washington, Brian and Andy Penton, good morning from Flagstaff, Arizona. Where y'all been, man? Been a minute. Good to see you. Normal Guy, hello. Spurge, good morning. Wrap in Batches. I think a lot of guys being let go is to be expected with the hire of this caliber. Faulk being gone isn't a surprise. Yeah, no, listen. I want to be clear. I have said and will continue to say that every coach should have the autonomy to hire their own staff, whoever they want. You're going to hire them. You're going to pay them all that money. They're going to have to be judged on the result of what they do. They should be able to hire their staff. So I have no problem with that at all. The thing that I know that has caused a little bit of pushback is how it was handled. With Corey Raymond never being told whether he had a job or not. Apparently, Kevin just was told now that he doesn't. So. Anyway, but it's a whirlwind, man. Brian Kelly's been here for Brian Kelly's been here for 2 weeks, and well, week and a half. And, got a lot of work to do. So I'm sure when things settle, we'll learn more about all of it. Do you think Oliva would have been able to pull Kelly out of South Bend? Oh, Jesus. No, I don't. Jerry Lee, good morning. Love the show. Thank you, Jerry Lee. Appreciate that. Tim Gotro, Stephen Bond, good morning. Jason McLeod. What's up, Matt? Let's hope for the best. And we all expect the worst. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, listen. Yes. The first year, I don't know how many times I can say this. First year, you're going to lose players. You're going to lose commits. Just the way it goes. Musso sounded crushed when you told him the new CB coach is your Twitter BFF. That's been a fun bit going on, yes. So apparently the new defensive backs coach, Kerry Cooks, follows me on Twitter. And I went to follow him, and he followed me already. I was like, oh, maybe he just followed me today or yesterday. So I went and looked at my following, and it goes chronologically. And I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and I did not see him. So I don't know when he started following me, but it was somewhere along the way. Dylan has 63. Oh, good. Good. Well, that's why I put Emery Jones on there. Maybe so. Does Max Johnson leaving open the door for Miles Brennan State? No. Brennan's going to go somewhere where he's guaranteed to start. Kevin Faulk out in all capacity, just running back coach. All capacity. Ryan Clark, when he was on with us yesterday, came to studio from football ops where he was in Kevin Faulk's office, and he told him point blank that he's not staying in any capacity in football ops. Feel like Will Smith in that Fresh Prince episode where the empty living room looking around reminiscing one last time because they're moving. Kind of. Yeah. Except you get to say. Kevin Boudreau, good morning from Goldsboro, NC. You have any idea the other high recruits coming out of LA that is not committed to LSU? Oh, you're talking about Louisiana? I read LA and capital LA, thought Los Angeles. I mean, the big one I would tell you is Jacoby Matthews out of Ponchatoula. He'll be playing the 5A state championship game tomorrow against Zachary. If Mickey Joseph were still here, I think he'd be signing with LSU. LSU still very much has a shot to get him. And I will tell you, I do not mind saying this at all. Of course, Ed Ogeron was at the Ponchatoula game last Friday, which a lot of people wondered why he was there. And then he was at the Catholic Jesuit game on Saturday. And I actually had a conversation with the guy who stood and watched the whole game with him. So he just loves it. And then Hank Tierney at Ponchatoula is a good friend of O's who asked him to go. It was his 300th win. And O talked to Jacoby, and he told him, like, Jacoby, you need to go to LSU. He's like, bleep A&M, you need to go to LSU. So Ogeron, dude still loves it. For all of his faults, man, that dude does love him some LSU, man. There's no denying that, bro. There's no denying that. Hunter Fournette, what's up? Is Terrio going to be on today? Yes. Ed Reeder, good morning. Brian and Eddie Penn, everybody let Kelly do his job. Well, sure, but we're still going to talk about it. I mean, you know. Jeremy Causey, good morning. Any truth to the Booty to Bama rumors? Hey, Jeremy, if you've been listening, I've been telling you there's going to be more transfers. There's going to be more attrition. There's going to be bowl opt-outs. There's going to be guys academically ineligible. And I keep going through the list, and I keep bringing up Keyshawn Butte. Because, yes, I mean, I've said this here and other places, yes, LSU is going to have to convince Keyshawn Butte to stay because he is going into his money year, and he does not know who his OC is going to be or who is going to be throwing him passes. So, yes, like, that is a concern, especially when Jamison Williams just left Ohio State, goes to Bama, and in 1 year becomes maybe the first wide receiver taken in this draft from a guy who couldn't get on the field in the mix among all those receivers at Ohio State. So, yes, they have work to do with Keyshawn Butte. Yes, they do. Chandler Watts, Adam Andre, good morning. Dale Broussard, has John Emery completed enough classes this fall to play in January? Good question, Dale. I don't believe, I think the game would be before the semester starts, so I don't know that he would be eligible for the bowl game. It's a good question. I'll have to find out. Benton Alford, what do you think of LSU's massive contract offer to Jimbo? Benton Alford, I told you for 8 weeks that LSU was offering $12.5 million per year. I mean, it's not surprising. RC could have used some of that Sazerac yesterday. RC doesn't drink. There's no way T-Bob could start today with the lack of lower leg strength. Would definitely get pushed out with those size 3s. So I completely missed that. That whole camera angle thing, the photo. I only saw that like Monday or Tuesday of this week. I totally missed it last week with T-Bob with the tiny feet. Brian Broom, good morning. Travis Bushnell, did you see what Oklahoma paid Levy? Does this mean we have to pay the same for an OC? What did they pay Levy? I know he was making 1-2 at Ole Miss. $2 million? Okay, makes sense. I mean, look, if you're in the SEC and you're making 1-2 to prime away, I mean, you better get something. Adam Doucette said the contract of Jimbo is fake news. No, it wasn't. That's what they floated. I mean, I told you 8-10 weeks ago, LSU was offering 8 years, $100 million. Okay, that averages out to 12.5. I also told you the final week of the season that Scott went back asking for $13 million a year. So up from 12.5 to 13, which goes up to 125. That's what the number was. That's what it always was. I thought they were going, but my thought, he wanted the 13 for Lincoln Riley because OU countered and he was countering back. That was my connecting the dots. But ultimately, Lincoln, I don't think, was ever in the mix. I think that was his one last push at Jimbo. Like, make him say no. Chase Pellegrin, Adam Doucet, good morning. Trey Crum, morning, Matt. For personal reasons, I'd love to see Pete Golden running our defense. Played 2 years together at Delta State. He played safety up, was a place kicker. Right. Would you like to hire if that took place? Absolutely. I mean, you get him away from Alabama. I mean, I don't know that that's devastating to Nick. He just rinses and repeats. But you get Pete Golding away from Bama, get him closer to home. Absolutely. I think it would be a no-brainer. He'd be at the top of my list right now. Him or Jim Leonard from Wisconsin. Jimmy Babb and Dawn Jolibois, good morning. Ooh, Chase, getting a bottle of Widow Jane Decadence. Excited to give it a try. There you go. Robert Martin, Kelly was in Shreveport meeting with Captain Shreve Stud. Hope we keep him home. Yeah, man, for sure. He's working. He's out there working, man. He's getting it done. Nick Bradley Hole. What's going to be our record next year? Let me see what the roster looks like, Nick. I'm not dodging it. Just let me see what the roster looks like. Eric Gullett, good morning. Hey, Dad, Jimmy Babin, Rashad Bolden. Do you hear anything about Cameron Ward, the best QB in the FCS transferring? I haven't, Rashad. Ken Bro, good morning. The only quarterback I've heard them talk about is Dylan Gabriel from UCF. But that was if they got Levy from Ole Miss, that they were going to get Gabriel with Levy here. And with Levy going to OU, I don't know what that means now. I mean, I don't think Dylan Gabriel was going to OU because you got Caleb Williams there. And Spencer Rattler is now in the portal, so that's a guy with experience. Let's see. As always, I'll shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. You need an orthopedist, go to Brock. My mom, when she flew up to Kansas to go be with my sister, while she was so pregnant with her twins, twisted her knee on the plane, was having trouble. Actually went and saw Dr. Rodriguez yesterday at Brock, got an injection in that knee. Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Where are we? Big Boy Hard Knocks. Good morning. Michael Blevins, good morning from Dallas. Hunter Fournette, if Booty goes to Bama, that's going to hurt my soul. Look, they need him back, but y'all, we've been talking about this like for several months now. They have to re-recruit this roster. I mean, everyone is a potential transfer when you change coaches. It's a coach that these people didn't commit to. They don't know what style or system they're going to run. Like, everyone is a potential transfer. And yes, Boute's on that list. Absolutely, he is. They have to. He is looking around, and they have to re-recruit him, and he's right to do so. I mean, he's a potential first receiver taken in the draft. You're talking about tens of millions of dollars. So, yes, absolutely. They've got to hire an OC and re-recruit him, show him their plan, who's going to catch passes from, who's he going to catch passes from, how they're going to get involved in the offense, what they've done with pass receivers, all that sort. Yeah, all that stuff. Lax 9916 allocated bourbon season. Put Pappy in your coffee. Hell no, I ain't putting Pappy in my coffee. Dylan Wilsey, Matt, do you think a strong OC hire, one of the quarterbacks in the portal, may stay at LSU or the ship is sailed? I think the two in the portal are gone. Miles Brennan's going to go somewhere he's guaranteed to start, and Max Johnson's not coming back. So they need to focus on getting a quarterback. Michael Godan, morning. Haven't seen any new Locked On LSU pods lately. They've stopped making them. So, Michael, I guess I can go spill the beans on that. Yeah, so I'll be able to tell more later. But, yes, we are in transition to a new host of Locked On LSU. I'm going to be doing something else in the podcast space coming up soon that I'll be able to tell you about. But yes, and it'll be something of the daily variety, but we'll tell you more soon. But, yeah, there's going to be a new Locked On LSU host. The podcast will continue. I'm just not going to be doing it anymore. I know, what a time, right? With all the coaching stuff going on. Eric Wilderado, I know you've been adamant about Kelly not doing bowl prep. What about all the assistants he will hire? Well, I mean, the ones that are still here, right? And I think, you have analysts on staff as well that could step up in on-field roles is how you could potentially handle that. So they'll get it done. Corey Raymond, all you got to do is offer $200,000 more and a made-up title. You can look at it two ways. Why would Corey Raymond leave for that? And then I would flip it and say, if you're LSU, why would you let him leave for that? Let's see. Michael Mills, Matt, Kevin's a legend, but I personally didn't like his running back rotations. I think that's a fair criticism. Well, it was in 2020. In 2021, Ty Davis-Price flourished, and you have to give him credit for that. Like, he did. Like, you have to give him credit. Ooh, rapid batches. Who you got in the fight tomorrow, Poirier or Oliveira? Go with the local guy, man. Give me the diamond. It's going to be a tough out. But if you can keep it on his feet, I think Dustin can strike with him and can win it. Troy Plummer, Emery Jones. Emery Jones, the offensive lineman from Catholic High. Not Emery Jones, the quarterback from Florida. Jay Bugs, good morning. Made my first live. Enjoy your takes on this LSU football shakeup. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Blevins, I know you probably don't know for sure. Do you think we could have OC and DC by the end of the week? I'll tell you, Michael, they wanted that last weekend. They wanted it done last weekend. So it would not surprise me if it happened at any point. Tim Gotro, 750, no Hudco jingle. I need my daily fix. Okay, because you asked, Tim. Only because you asked.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone and Terrio. All you need is Hudco. Call Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
All right, give us a shout. Hudco, y'all. All right, couple more minutes, because Drew's already awake. Smash the like button. Thank you, Troy Plummer or Kevin Boudreaux. To keep our receivers, we need to keep a spread offense, no 1-2 receiver sets. Yeah, look, let's be real, man. They're going to keep a modern offense. This isn't Les Miles. Agree with what Hanny tweeted yesterday. We can like or dislike moves. Kelly has to be allowed to win or lose by his own hand. I think we all feel that way. Sabina Stevens, Ronnie Dugas, good morning. Kenneth Smither. Let's see. I know Kevin Oliveira. I get it. But I'm pulling for Porte, and I'm trying to will it into existence. Let's see. Ryan Mars, Frank Wilson has some major recruiting to do this year. Get the team stacked back up. Hey, look, this year I would tell you this. The guys that are committed, get them signed next week. Huge recruiting weekend this weekend. See if you can get some more guys in the boat so you could sign on Wednesday, and then put all of your attention toward February with transfer portal and uncommitted prospects. I mean, load up for February. Dalton Pichon. Morning, Matt. How do you think the offense will look out the gate? Run heavy or pass heavy? Well, don't know who the OC is. I have no idea. Let me see who the OC is going to be first. Does Kelly go to Mass daily and eat a Little Debbie with his chips coffee? I don't know, Brian Johnson. Good question. Is Nuss going to burn his red shirt? I don't think so, Kevin. And if not, then your quarterback is either going to be Matt O'Dowd, the walk-on, or John Trey Kirkland, who played quarterback in high school. Kirk Taylor is Booty transferring to Bama. I already addressed that. They absolutely have to re-recruit him. He is. I've said this. Like, he is definitely a flight risk. He is someone who's expressed that, and they have to re-recruit him. And the reason's very obvious. He's going into his money year, his draft year, and he doesn't know who his OC is going to be or who his quarterback is going to be. It's not that he wants to leave LSU, but he's got tens of millions of dollars on the line. So, and he just watched Jamison Williams at Ohio State leave Ohio State, go to Bama, and become maybe the first pick in the draft. Okay, we need our version of Touchdown Jesus. Blake Oob, okay. Better recruiter for New Orleans, Wilson or Mickey Joseph? Wilson. Jared Weber, Wilson. Frank Wilson. Travis Roy not able to find GMEX on Bitmart. So Travis, they froze trading with the hiccup they had last weekend at Bitmart. It should be, I think, today unfrozen for trading again, but it'll be available again soon. That's why. Okay, I gotta go. Ray Wright, about Locked On. Yeah, Ray. So, I'm not going to be hosting the Locked On LSU podcast anymore. My decision. So I will be doing. There will be more podcast stuff coming under the Guarantee Podcast Network umbrella. I'll explain it all when the time's right. But the Locked On LSU will continue just with a new host. It just won't be me anymore. So. Anyway, all right, I got to go. Got to get Drew ready. Got to get him out to school. Y'all have an awesome day. Thank y'all so much for being here. Have a great day. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you. Peace.